Cronos: The New Dawn is a new survival horror game that I've been playing since the beginning of September. With elements of the Dead Space franchise coupled with brilliant pacing and a horrific world set in Soviet Poland, Soviet controlled Poland, the atmosphere in the game is terrifyingly suspenseful. Socialism has taken over, and the new Soviet government has pushed to make what they believe to be a socialist utopia. But as to be expected, something has clearly gone horrifyingly wrong. Um, I've played about 5 hours of the game currently. I'm enjoying like all of it. It's just mwah, great. Kronos really makes a real effort to keep you on the edge of your seat, but also realizes what kind of game it is trying to be. The enemies are threatening, but very seldom overwhelming. The game seems to be designed so not to overwhelm you with enemies, but to make you move slow and fear each individual enemy, making you anxious about encounters with music and sound design within a mysterious world that's been built for us. Starting out, you will find a pistol, allowing you to enter encounters with either melee or ranged combat. Ranged combat currently seems to be the stronger of the two options, since you can charge your shots and deal heavy damage. Um, and melee, while viable, is much slower. Um, Takes you closer to the enemies, obviously. Makes you much more vulnerable. Also, doesn't seem to do as much damage. You do have like a kind of a two-hit combo you can do, but it takes much more than that to take an enemy down, and very hard to stagger them. It seems like. Uh, we have found more weapons and items that allow us to traverse the world more freely as we've gone through the game, but the pistol is still kind of my current go-to. Inventory space is at a premium, as a lot of these games. I highly suggest upgrading your inventory space pretty early, which you can do through your suit. Once you got, once you get another weapon, you will find that the not only does the weapon take up an inventory spot, but the ammo does as well until you load it into the weapon, and then it leaves that inventory spot and goes into the weapon. Um, Little weird mechanic that they have there. I know a lot of other games that either do it one way or the other. So they have either the ammo is automatically with the weapon, or the ammo is completely separate, regardless of whether or not it's loaded. This one, it kind of goes back and forth. So it's ammo is its own inventory spot until those bullets are loaded. Then those bullets are not in inventory anymore. They are in the gun. So they come out of the inventory slot. So they can open up a spot for you. Um, but it does create some other issues. Uh, if you end up needing ammo, but inventory is full, you need to decide if you want to risk having no ammo or dropping that item you picked up worth 800 energy. Knowing if you drop the item from your inventory, you cannot pick it back up again, adding further weight to this decision. Uh, I appreciate that detail quite a bit because it makes these decisions have more weight to them. You, in fact, cannot have your cake and eat it too in Kronos. I had made mention uh, of energy a minute ago. Uh, think of this as money. It's just the in game currency. They just call it energy. It can be used not only to buy supplies, like med supplies or crafting materials or ammo, but also certain weapon upgrades as well. So it's best not to just blow it all on medical supplies or anything like that. You really do want those weapon upgrades. Now upgrades for your suit and for the flamethrower so far. Flamethrower is kind of weird. Sounds like a gun, not a gun. Um, Watch the playthrough, you'll understand. Um, but the suit and the flamethrower have these things called cores that you use for upgrades, and the cores can be found, um, and they also take up inventory spot. Um, so all of this combined, you kind of just you need to think about, do you pick this item up now or do you come back for it, kind of thing. I've been finding that out a lot. I had to drop a camera worth 800 energy. Did not realize it was worth that when I dropped it, but I dropped it for ammo. The worst thing is I didn't even need the ammo until I found the next save point where I could have sold the camera, but live and learn. Further complicating things is the fact that we really do not want to be running from enemies or by the enemies and leaving them go. Doing so might allow them to grow stronger. They do this by consuming bodies that are laying around, making them stronger and also harder to kill when you go back later on. So that can be an issue. I've come across that a couple times and died to it a couple times. it's fun. The game so far is very linear. It's a very linear experience with a set story that it wants to tell. So don't think you can just be running off, getting lost in like some end game area off the rip. You know, maybe as we get farther, maybe we can take like a wrong turn, find ourselves somewhere we shouldn't be. But as of right now, very, very linear. And I suspect it's going to continue that way. I have a feeling it's going to be kind of backtracky-ish, kind of like Alien Isolation, which is a game that I never finished. I should go back and play that again. We've found a lot of documents and recordings around the world that have given us a glimpse into the events that have happened and the people who have lived through them. Very, very good detail in there, very well written. The world itself is interesting and grotesque in nature, with an alternate set of historical events, as well as other mysteries to uncover for just how it all happened. The world, character, items, and weapons, all designed very well, striking a balance of not being overly designed or being too simple. They all look good, they all function fine. I have no complaints there. Everything seems good. That's that, except for one thing. That said, I'm still not sure how I feel about the helmet. Other than to say, someone definitely seemed to be inspired. We'll put it that way. Inspired. Combat and movement seem both fluid, yet slow, giving the feeling of weight behind all the actions that you make. Really enjoy that, coming from a Monster Hunter background. The old games really gave you that, you got to commit to, attacks and whatnot. Not so much in the new games. It's getting a little bit more fluid in the new games. Kind of wish we'd go back, but this isn't Monster Hunter. The game is set at a full $60 right now, so if that does matter to you, maybe wait for a sale. But if the game interests you, I'd say pick this one up, especially if you like the horror genre. It does seem to be going under the radar a little bit, which is kind of sad. Now, with so many games coming out this year, especially 3 excellent games at the beginning of September alone, I've not had a lot of time to do videos like this. But I really wanted to do one for Cronos because of how little attention it's been getting. And I really feel like, it should be getting a lot more love than what it is. One of my favorite games this year so far. I cannot wait to play more, and I hope you guys give it a chance as well. Let me know down in the comments if you guys have played it, what you think of it, if you've seen it, if you're interested, if you're going to pick it up later on a sale, what have you. Let me know. Also, as always, there is a playthrough being uploaded to the channel, so maybe stop in, give that a watch. We have a lot of videos. Going on 500 now? I think we're going on 500 now. Also, if you did like the video, want to see more, maybe think about smashing that like and subscribe button. Really help me out. Would appreciate it. We have a lot more great stuff planned for the future, so don't miss out on that. Now I'm going to get back to the game. And you guys should get back to whatever you're playing. Remember, stay tilted and find your way to glory in whatever video game you're playing. See ya.